Non si abo adeshima ha Adom TV nsem ekoso man mu ebre no aso se be so mo Adom TV enwumre non si akase nsem ne doso ye pa na so dedi mu akotene ya betene bi eni ukopie mu German North Mesni bonomantam ne mu manfo no bi adehye won mu abuafu won to mo ase isanse wo kire de abambofo ko bi aposifo ta wo tata wo mu ho no mebi nso kra wo no mu a wo gigi won ho esika mu nsem de besom wo kase emu na donkoma wo ma hye bejafie enso we de nkrata to ho no mu e de etia Ghana mampanyi kwan a wo fa so a opese wo yi Chief Justice wo my Ghana emu na susumu nsem ye de besom wo kase mu enye no nko a osofo yo hwa pomodin nsem so enso so aba mane ese encha pomodin adwuma no ko abefo so ne sa ho nti no Ghana Health Information Management System eba na beboa ma pomodin adwuma no so tumi aya kono wo my Ghana emu sansemi apomodin dwadi akokan se ni nyina ka ho maka se ni de mu na ewie pay Facebook /Adom TV Extra DSTV Go TV ko honom insemi echegumo live ho nya no nko a www.adomonline.com ko a sa insemi ya twere podcast so ho honom abenya bietie medin ediokatachi ejis kapaye ntwa ho yembra ye ba se den nsem ne sifetie no mehase ma mention some no ase emfa emamo dua da so eno yekro ye wo sampa wenchi kwantempon so ni nyina no wo German North Men's ne bono mantam ne mo adehye bi wo hono mo sem bi odi atwadom kase enim o se apost adwuma yefo bi eta be gina hono mo no adwuma mo yo mo hyede ho no so isanse wo tata wo mo tete wo bibran so wo hono mo a eye ne na wo gi won ho esika
ensem bi Adom News in Centroni awo Bono region Christopher Kuma ensa akano echese omanfo wo mususu se wo mu enetu anamonfa network no ehye German North Police Command ase sa bebi a omanfo enim se wo mu eye cashew production yi ekuafo dodo na wo mu ewo wo mu de ato yensentu enim se wo mu afo ha mu pa ena maposifo checkpoint bebi aya na wo mu efa no onipa ba ko ne Adom News in Centroni etwetwe nkomo a wanfa ne din antudwa editudwa se cases awodwe akonenimpa a womo entimi entuso anamon bia emom eyempenifo na yade achepa womo kire aposifo yi anamon bia womo etu ewo ho no eyade a womo ni enyehu eye kuafoi ene edwedifo womo de adesede ato Inspector General of Police IGP ene otoafo a ono na wo sa mantemu ho se womo hwe na womo ntuso anamon
Mayento ayensam no weso na adankranum bia no senior customer officer bi ye dia ye no ewo oye winiba ye no wokase gya atom emu ne manyina ade ahyedworobe
Bono region
So kupimu ewo new Winnipeg no way futu municipality won finfi mantam no mu a adankranum bi no ye customer officer bi de eja tomu ahyedwerebe a enye no nko a ne maame nso no wo dan mu eni ne ho aka nam so ama wono mu de na kwa kupimu ewo trauma and specialist hospital no ewo Winnipeg ensem kakra yensa so e kire de a edum de adwuma ekufuo wono mu efidi a ewo Winnipeg fire station ho no be se boso mensiani ena efidi ase a entumi nso manfa wono mu ewo empotemu ho no mu we nam so madom kase ama ne boni anytime mfo bi wo mbofu pa twetwe nkoma wo dem de nsem sei etudwa
nyame se nka no kwa ye ka kira Ghana mpanifo so oman ntoka ama Winnipeg fire service fo a na se obi fie esan ahye ne bibi sa asibie mu de ne asan papa nsi because omo ba no omo nam getting to 40 omo nkita ka nti omo ba fie anum no ifie no pipe na wo fie anum no omo de bucket na ebu pipe no egu gya no so na mo nso se e dan 5 bedroom share ya de bucket na edum no
sebi on hwehwe mpo nti wono mu ni fat ye nyina ye yora ho nti boys ni nyina gidi nti fire service fo ba ha no ana e chepa ansa no mo ba na ya ye sa nyama ni nyina ewie the private car na obi su di moto no de ba ye
Yeni opinion leader woni Winnipeg nenyi Arthur so twetwe nkoma wa kire se enne ne ho adwere nipa se fast stations a etwa won ho hye nyina won fidie enye adwuma
friend won no na me se wo buy won kita ka okita other private cars wo de buy wo doors on so den ka okita nsu a nka only one room per be affected but won kita ka won kita hwe wo de private wo de buy to be bo situation no me from get on the abrewa wo inside nti wo buy purposely to rescue the abrewa wamba de nkobodum jan because won kita ka bia won kita nsu bia nti na na adnet si
Winam so amayeni Winnipeg Municipal Fire Commander D.O.2 Frederick Edupoku twetwe nkoma kire se
na kwasem ni ye wo problem kakra ye ni fire engine in fact a car no break down And so the men wanted to go and assist into with the help of a taxi, almost to me a movie to the scene. If you know, 5 bedrooms, na a tre angasa hinti, almost drew on a neighbors, Nangasa, no more started, almost fiasi, almost boa, send a bomb rat dynamo, na almost to me a home baby. Fortunately, almost to me a mammy penimo be no fear or a free emano eba outside.
Justice Paul Bafuboni woni ene opanyina Ghana man panyina boni din epese wo ye Chief Justice wo my Ghana emu ne so ye ka say don kuma ye wo mra hwebedwa fie mpanyimfo nsia de won setintim nkrata ase echirem sese de ho ni mansi fair kro no mani nje ho kura enu ti sankrata yom de ato we ne babeboa na man panyimfo adwuma wo mo ye de fa ho ne nyina no atwentwen so.
Dom kitwa na wo mra hwebedwam wo mu nsia ana sesi wo mu etia eye kwan a wo mu befa so ede aveti eye Chief Justice Paul Bafuboni mra hwebedwafo eye Kwame Ejimedu Entwi Asante Achim Central mra hwebedwani Gloria Wusu Trobo John Dakon Suame mra hwebedwani ene wo ma wo mo kan won senchofo enhyiemu ase no mra hwebedwani wo Gushegu Alhassan Tampori ede nsemse na tu dwafa
notice that the minority has served notice on the clerk to Parliament that we have a motion for the Speaker to consider the suspension of all activities both at the Parliamentary Select Committee on appointments and the plenary on anything that has to do with the consideration of the nomination of Justice Paul Bafuboni as the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana, having regard to the fact that there are a lot of uncompleted issues regarding the removal of Justice Tokono as the Chief Justice. And we think that it is right that when you have matters still pending in the matter, you do not bring closure.
My yemfisa nsem ne so na yenhwe nsem foforo na oswafo ya wonu ehwe kwantempon ho nsem so eye governance Kwame Abuja ne nsem bia wode ato dwa wose NDC aban no eye osi ade yo aban de san ho ne nteno ebra wode ma contractors a won musiesie kwantempon ahodo wo my Ghana emu no ebrenu nju no musakachia wode ama wo mo.
Minister of Roads Governance Abuja ede atudwa se aban no emre bi atwam na wode contractors eka na safui ede womo certificate aba a woma sign ede eka no ebi aka ho ye brofo kasem de ye interest eteyade a wode atudwa se ye aban project wode aba big push contractor wode ama contractors no enya de a womo betua interest bia ewo so.
Atmosphere is created where in fact currently 6 months. The law says we pay them in 6 months. We don't intend to pay people in 6 months. Once the regime of payment improves, contractors don't really care whether there's a clause in there or not. And we are determined to use the big push as a template to start that without having written that into the contract. We pay them within a reasonable time. Then they can go and actually retire their indebtedness to the banks or the financial institutions. And everybody will be happy. So we shouldn't be too worried about the clause of our interest on delayed payment. With regard to advanced mobilization, yes, if we had the money, we'll pay. But as a minister, we owe contractors we can't pay.
Chairperson ewo Public Accounts Committee so abena osei asare enso de to oswafo enim say
a lot of talk on the bypass. And you name Osino Konongo bypass. Minister, I mean, some substantial amount of work has.
Special envoy EMA reparations so my Ghana MO Dr. Eko Spiu Gabra or the Togana addition and say bana some who so be sebi when ya dream we hawa dama phenomenon tata ni pananti te no kura anyo wadwen se wo yinimo
na emle enanso na yakade nyimpa oton na yerba na onya ayaresa nse say yer na pedo bia ohun de aza often headache po e wo bia obisa na so bi wo code na APC de ma nka no was about Gofona, Abaka the Cafa de Medri. You see, Yaba P or na Yabi or a big junda or Yaba one. He said, what's it will be when you're cancer? Now we will from cancer. Be back at the Ubia and Pedal was them izin no ozeto ne nyimpa we wu no do nanso nyimpa we wa owu from cancer se kan ho asama obi a no so we nya dem yerban obetum de obetse as order oye na oya as papa on oba bua bufofra no so onya dem yerban insi yeba bebre ho ebi was diabetes, was a deep vein thrombosis, ebi hepatitis, ebi prostate cancer. I mean, so many words oyabofu wakasa. Nanso ya biara obi bon mamraka nyi de ma hankasa ye twi na sante kasa o kan de yenton ye yare yenton ye yerba ama obi so nyim ayare sabia ho asembia no so ozipwaka bia che no na mpede makache
se beye na bibire mu ye benya yemfa hodie ni akoso ade yen ho wo niam nyina mu ne ntine futuo akọ ade ama bibiman nyina se ho hia se bana de suansem a yenje mu emo bia na mu yankase besom mu ne ayie
Osofo a ono na hwe adesua ho nsem so Haruna Idrisu ede ato ebibiman aban enim se womo enhwe se sika womo de hye eye adesua ehun nsem mu no ombe pegem sense womo de womo ho ebeto womanfo a womo eye ommo eye dona a womo wo aman ahodo mu.
We all are witnesses to the compelling factor of dwindling commitment and investment by donors in education in Africa. Therefore, we cannot continue to rely on donor support to finance our education system. We are compelled to look within. We have the number of out-of-school children growing and increasing. In every other part of the world, in every other continent, the number keeps decreasing. But for Africa, the number is growing. How committed are we as government to invest more in education and to look for resources within our countries?
Vice President Nana Jane Opoku Ajimai enso di tuja se ehun behia pa se ebibiman eka wono ebom sene emabunu no enso ebenya enkyerkyere ene ekwan papa ebeboa wo mo edaache.
We are improving foundational learning and promoting results-based reforms. Despite these achievements, financing remains a challenge. Ghana, like many of her peers on the continent, must work very hard to keep pace with rising educational demands. I also recommend that we work closely with individual national planning strategies, and I want to emphasize that, in order to avoid sweeping assumptions about the entire continent.
Menyina so yentwa yen ho yenja boafo nkrato ye bansem ne bia ka ekira de besomo. Omesa so mo akwa ba bia Adom TV enwumre no nsia kase so ma yentwa yensem no so na enyo da se Ghana de hye be hye ne so Adom kase ye ba mane ye kire mu se Roman Rage dan bia na omanfo ye ho adwuma edwuri go nipa do na yeso ma wode bom kopie mu wa ya sabia ne na Adom kase ne MC ye wa ya waso West Municipal Assembly Dr. Michael Mensa edim komo kire mu se nipa no mudu nan edumye no ena bayi wo no mu efa ya sabia.
Municipal Chief Executive Awo Ayawaso West, Dr. Michael Mensa, edi atudwa se enra edan bia abansro bi ewo Roman Ridge a baby edwiri etugu ye no womo ate ye committee na nyame yadoma womo ehye edwumase ayemu enhwehwemu na nimdifo nko na wosa committee nim
NEPA 14 April. Out of NEPA 14 ye the 12 echo Roman 37 military hospital. Apart from that, we had the NEPA 2 Echo Roman Ridge Hospital. And as we stand now, or as it stands now, 12 of them have been discharged. And ACA 2, they are okay, but they are under monitoring. And here in Chebia, ye sure say, in Chebia, be a nene chena, ye be releasing NEPA 2 now, ACA no. And we are putting together a 7-member committee. Omosho shemono ebesha asie ochina and in 2 weeks time no report no be ready. And the report no ready Yeah, the report no better to
or signed it to just say, send a bimo can say, a year story building, Nina a jury to go yeno, or sent Tissa, name a fa baby and a jury to go ye.
We wish to clarify that, contrary to initial reports in the media, there was no structural collapse of a 10-story building. The events, which occurred at approximately 12:15 p.m. on Tuesday, October 28th,
CEO Emma National Health Insurance Authority Dr. Victor Bampo no so de kokobo map modin so ya hodo my Ghana mwesi kense se wo mwaje wono mo eje wona tako hono ekope ayaresa na wo chire mu se enche krampo no se anyumakuni nyina no wo de wo mudin ba betudwa na mmara wo de won mafaso
na yen focus ba ko ne illegal payment senkrofo Ghana for ko ayaresa bia na yeji wo musika abra card no national health insurance card no NSS yeji wo musika eno na ne yedi ho abobo na health facilities no bi kase aya na yesika no quantity no na emantem inti na sometimes na eno no wo moye sometimes so wo feel say sika na yetua wo no endoso Sesia President Mahama ne Minister of Finance ne Minister of Health Adaroma sika no yetua no every month busumi bia yetua sika na ma wo na ya san a review tariffs no sika ye de ma wo for edro no ya hwe ye de new one aba sika ye de ma wo for doctor ne lab ne ade no ya hwe eno nso enche ye de be tudwa no ma ya start yetua wo sa sika no ye nyina ye be boom ye be back together ne make sure say ye nya niama emfata to say patient ba sika ensesa wo geno na wo geno nti eno de ye be serious wo ho pa say we facility na say we enjoy sa new payment ya ba every month we enjoy new tariff na say we koso na usan koje patient sika de ha ene na wa na wo pese wo be kan scheme no ye be ye ne ye be ya be make sure say sa de no esu betwa
Obana minta kando yo so for yo no ehwe apomodensem so my Ghana mu aba amane o se Ghana aban no free primary healthcare policy ya wode e ba no mpanifo guso a e bobo ho edi ho enkomo enche kora e be ba bebo bibiara emfa ho se NHI esukura bi ana wonkura bi
Abro for ne Ghana pomodin nsem so kwabna minta kando ekasa ewo National Health Insurance Authority for wonomo stakeholders forum edify ekwan a wonomo ebetumi aboa ma wonomo ne won partners ahye National Health Insurance no mo ekena ena osofo yi edi so just say eni free primary healthcare initiative na wonomo ediba no empempeso adunu de akakuma bi na wonomo ewie bibia mprimprin de kebi omu for wonomo pomodin bi eno mo etoato adwene edi ahye ekwan abefaso edi juma wo shomanfo nyina ebo se enaka krede ye ni mu no ono mu obehu sa hyase ye dwuma se wo National Health Insurance scheme bi anase wo ni bi obetumi akọ eresapia ama wono mu ahwewo.
One of the hindrances to the universal health coverage is the issue of cost. So His Excellency the President has decided that whether you are a subscriber to the National Health Insurance scheme or not, at least for the primary health care, you must have it free of charge. The Royal Majesty, it is not talk at the moment. The policy has been developed and we are at the stakeholders consultation stage, and very soon we'll see the real action on the ground.
Chief of Staff Julius Debran so be page Medina say edi to just say eni abanes nkiti pass say Ghana yapomode ho nsem wode sikapudu be hye pass na ebe ya ebetumi ejira na so a we wono mo ehwe say enkosi afempinu ni eduasa meche 2030 de na universal health coverage no wono mo etumi edro ho.
Indeed, our government remains deeply committed to repositioning and resetting Ghana's health sector, advancing towards universal health coverage, UHC, by 2030. 10 months into our administration, I am pleased to report that we have already uncapped the National Health Insurance Levy, which will make available an extra 3.4 billion cedis into the fund this year.
President Emma Psychiatric Association of Ghana, Dr. Delali, Fiagbe, and so they took Ghana by no Musa by and so much Nisi Cafemo said the Bayon bit me a funny padut one church from Mojuman and so Basana, home bit me how Mojuma way anymore.
Psychiatric Association of Ghana, Akoye Womo Conference, Ewon Crying, Afiwe, Wojumedino Aseno, President Emma Ekono, Dr. Delali Fiagbe edi ato aban enim se wonye omomwa na wonfa sika enso na se na womunso ntimi fa entitiye ema omanfo se ne womunso edi bebema womanfo asebe womo adwenimu ekam.
Sad training it doesn't come free. You need some form of policy around it to help omwa who are ready and who are willing to do it. And those are some of the things that ye trauma on my penny say on boy na nimdeni de won nimdeno but how I ma nimdeno atra baby aye won so that more are surrounding no be benefit on power psychiatrists no and to me training some Ghanaians I mean more high level of authority in your man.
Chief Executive Officer ma Mental Health Authority enso ede adesede to Ghana fo enim se womo enhwe se womo bekosua eye psychiatric doctor adwuma bi na womo etimi aboa ama sebe nipa womo adwene mu kaum womo nso etimi ahwe ama womo asom yare.
Me kan say time me wie me training wie in about 2009 na ye were 1 psychiatrist to 2 million population. Nyamencha de yetimi training nipa bebre. I'm going to say you were there's 100 psychiatrists, but yeah, that gives us only about 1 to 400,000 population. So we share one psychiatrist, actually 400,000. Not the bridge say one be an 10,000. That's a share. You were a juma a dianim.
And said I ain't be an animatin and Conyaye wouldn't call no fin, the man a boy, but 2 jar, H.M. was saying, I'm say one more hen Cassia, made sure in Chahine or therefore 1 point Motosu and I, or then a royal Jenny, but she so their free to quad Yakupim, a year to quao, a bankasia soon into any quite says a cruise a hood war, one may be in a sotos a hood war, one more mudu mujo or minano, or be I bet to mene and a san auntie what this is so.
Ene ya de sekwantu edikan ewa hensi etoso adu no ensia wodenchira ene abrabom saa kwantu enyense na wokeke nemum eye honhom asem ya ekire nkabom ene eniso ema denchira amamere ene amane amponse mahimfie wa abankese so nipa mpempem na abetwa hia na nanom abahimafo ne kromafo nyina ahyetuntum a wotwen ema ohene apie
principal street no ene de nya de a yebebia ma wo mo na mobi wo bronu bi so a and maybe any bodja bia yebema kwan ama omaye enti se principal street ni die asuma ehia akopem kwesiada ti kwesiada ye wia ne dwoada na principal street no ebetimi aye adwuma moto de you free cars be ye adwuma oba efikasie mu ha emse munnim ha ahyensode no ofu abankase so bepona odu otawes ho a ya block wo Maria Bibia Udumedi Nasia, Untimi Chamuho. Udu Fishing Corporation now, war police command the fear and anymore. Ya block all. Maria Dumedi Untimi Cham.
Nochi, my sleeping in Pawadincha is Georgiana, the 2 Jasabambon some dear. By Yirmudin Den, they say, Nipe Fretch in a bench, and you chromaphones will beat me about by.
Abamba who's a dear, Midina Hay, you are very, very confident. Meetings Ayako. Personnel ahodwa IGP regional commanders nienso more central region district commander divisional commander yatra say other stakeholders say other security agencies fire service immigration service BN
Menyina sansimi so yenton kretia wamra ye baye depomodensem ebeto aso Amemo akwaba na afi yenhwe de ekoso ewo apomodin yemu na apomodin so afo kwabena minta kando ne nsema ode atoja wose yenche kura na apomodin yedwuma no eko abefo eso no ntino won mo ede Ghana Health Information Management System ba eno eba be share eye Lightwave Health Information Management System anai
Osofo awonu na hwe apomodin nsem eso kwabena minta kando kasa ewo Government Accountability Series ewo Jubilee House in Crime. What did you just say? Lightwave e-healthcare solutions, LIMS. Our hospitals outdoor, edidiwonu jumano. Onya bro $77 million. Free sika $100 million mu. A contract. Nansu ne juma. Womo year wohono 45%. Womo envy.
And the contract sum was $100 million to connect 950 health facilities. The contract
was supposed to expire in 2022. At the end of 2022, the contract was not well executed. And if I say not well executed, he had not connected the 950 facilities. And therefore, the contract was extended twice to expire in 31st December 2024. At the end of the expiration, out of the 950 facilities, only 450 facilities had been connected.
After head Yakosu, Susuwe head of Secretariat, Night Right, Patricia Blankson Akapo, or the Kremane Ghana by West Sedi Sifa, Yajeje, to my Ghana, Emon, was a band man and Nico, no Hesibi beyond better than Aqua, Moisan said, twice to my Ghana Mono, and Pepe, into buying the fancy Yema, a Yema, and a 1 moment come up for the bit me up one more by Nakabi, Edamawomo.
Head of Secretariat, Demand Network for Women's Rights in Ghana, Eternity Net Right, Patricia Blankson Akapo, and Lady to Abanye and Muse, one of my fancy, I would want to Quemus and Yabea, a betting me abo and ma and a finipa for be home, a buying Eddie free, a 2 hour do one more, and no Enshadam for Quemo, a Brawa Kasa, one more conference, the so I say, an audit to Ghana Revenue Authority, and a fee, as we are on Ghana Sika Semso, and Muse.
Who said there are biases. For instance, in himself, VAT consumption tax, and it's gendered because se wo koto ade na yeti VAT. Me fa ni say me koto induane ho nyoma na se bia wo say ma to ni mo sin emema nti say ye tua tax na then man na ebetu asa that kwan no so no enye man pe ba the vulnerable, the poor nti ni say me was ka na me koto me fan say milk katena tax a metua was no ni obi okoto ne ba kon obetua na at the end of the day obeto katena na wetua sen me a meto no bulk no nti we mu nyina ye nioma ese ye den ye hwe
we wasankasa edifasika hudubia yomanfo eyifa ho we wo chiremudia se yetimi sisade anokoya ehun yempo se yebeko International Monetary Fund e twa na tese IMF wo se yekọ akwakọpebosia
akwan mu a ye bebo ehun ban because they bia na ye kobo bosia na ye yesi ba wo hwe sika ye free ye man mu so ko a nanka ye bossa sika no ho ban a nke bia ye nkwa IMF na ehun ka won no kra nkopɛ sika
Menyina sansi mesu ye ntwa yan ho ye nja boafo nkrato ye ba Kobe Stone or ye krado agudemu nsem or the besomo.
I can confirm.
Meda say my uncle so emfa agudemu nsem na nwumren so no membo no petim wadere emfa ema yenremo onim se enra dawa Accra Sports Stadium obra eye kuma the Black Queens of Ghana omo ejina kono ewini eye 4-0 ewo Egypt for no so no ye ade ba ko a ene enam so emampanifo ede car na akam no ye de ama embayo no na ene anopay ena Tanko Bagdara ono ene kasa edema ministry no ede enchemu kakra etudwa obra oni my show edin komo ewa Sempa FM.
I can confirm say Enra the players were paid every peso that government owes them. Adom, the chief accountant of the ministry, was there with the minister, and minister in short said Obia Fabekani check in CD equivalent. Each player received about $9,000. So we urge all government institutions say bar with tables now say also shadow now I demand intentem so that going forward we will not experience me.
We are Kasama for Edema Ministry of Sports and Recreation Tanko Bagdwara and Otese or the Enchemo Kakrano or the Ebano. Afia ni Enchemo Elphobia never say die until the bones are rotten Bobukuna Sheye. When you say House of Folk and so Enano, woman be any ghost stars say defending champions no equity pencro 2-2 na supporters ne bebre na gidi say baby a team no edro no nanka mbe nya say win no na say eko edema coach echere say munya botre esan say team no e directional ono ohwe say obetimi edi bobuko no Edru Sampompo so no.
Term goes, so we can say we are just not in the competition to add up to the numbers, to make up the 18, and for the 34 matches. In here to ensure that we have to be very much consistent, very much competitive in all of the games that we play, so that at the end of the season, we have something positive to produce. However, football here, there will be ups and downs. We don't expect that we don't expect that football here, we win all the 34 matches. We still need the support of everybody because the players need to pitch no more 2 or many, no more chest fans, no more.
When in Sema Kwame Opare Ado, Kasama for Penine, Edema House of Folk, what they in Chimokakra, what they ebaye. Ushayin Yaswe, and the Enumen Koma, Yabobuano, Yemfa NC. Can I send to say, Adom TV, dame, Busumi a woman in there toso edu enum, Busuma Yababi Simino, and the Yashanim say now Cherry and the Dian Bechemo, a year Takrade, na Adom TV, dame Jumediano, and also Etimi Abawakwemo. Within the Covey Stone, Okumankra, Pakwa Maka, and Suruja, a Dura Emiono, numere uno, she.
Afi yenhwe de yakoso ewe niji ensusu emu Jontini Agbeko na nsem bi odi tu dwa wo HFM mo kire mu esa ba yo bi ya okosia na brabo emu de ni wura ye nyubone no mu sese na brabo no asen ne kura.
So sometimes fast forward for someone who had not so much money, and I mean, yeah, we all get into the streets sometimes. How did you end up using drugs?
It was through a female friend I met performing a show at Oxford Street. That was MTN Ariba show. After the show, I met a female friend. So
she became your girlfriend?
She became my girlfriend.
And this girlfriend introduced you to it?
Yes, exactly. And she wasn't from here. She was actually staying living in the UK, and then because of drugs, her father brought her down to change, and it became worse. You see here, excuse me to say, the junkie life be way kind of dirty, so and then she was sent back.
So she left you?
So, not that, like, me, I continued my life, you know, we lost contact and that was it.
Was it expensive to purchase?
Somewhat, yes.
I mean, na sansi mi so don hwede kase am de som ya na o me fancy mo abofo mo adwumayefo onyame nhira mo pii pa medin edi okatachi ejis kapassion so se me de be na Adom FM family color party eba so bakram.